Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will start this game off. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Throwing right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. It's complete to the left. Pulled down for the tackle. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Was to pass. Snares it outside. It's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football.
Fires into traffic, picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Bulls his way forward. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown Sooner. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete.
Now
It's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Lets it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Fires to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They run the reverse. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's Keys. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might... Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing the ball.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Keys. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. And more yards after contact. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it to the right side. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Sooners are flying down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember,
off he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? He does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. The running back made the catch, but that was only part of the equation. He was out of bounds. It's incomplete. 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's McIntyre.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays. And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Oklahoma 49, Texas A&M.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There's certainly still a hill to climb. They've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. 2nd and long from the 11.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown Sooners! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyway.
Tackle down.
Throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They're going to throw it again. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guy.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They want that clock to run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
They get him down after he makes the catch. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 20. 22. They'll leave it with him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Finds a crease at the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well.
Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. They've stretched out this lead. They're starting to smell their 11th win of the year. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good.